Sports app.
Okay, I have this from the Kings. Bit of breaking news. You gonna run the sounder, Kyle?
When it breaks,
We have it first.
it's Sactown Sports breaking news.
Sacramento Kings forward Keegan Murray underwent an MRI after exiting the game with 4:01 remaining in the third quarter of Sunday night's game versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Imaging revealed a moderate left ankle sprain. Murray will be listed as out and reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks. The hits just keep coming for the Sacramento Kings. A really, really rough season for Keegan Murray. It's just tough, man. It's just really tough, and you got to feel for him. Obviously, he gets the extension, so fine, all fine and good there. But these guys love what they do, right? And being unable to play basketball and just honestly being teased all season long with just little spurts here and there, but not able to play a full season the way that Keegan has really been pretty available his first couple years here in the league. It's just really tough. And from a team standpoint, again, we were talking about Precious Achiuwa. Obviously, that's more run for Precious Achiuwa. That's more run for Nick Clifford. That's all fine and good. But somebody that you just committed this money and these years to, you really were hoping that this could have been a leap year for Keegan, and it's just been completely taken off the rails by injuries, and we're wishing Keegan the best, because this is just tough, man. This is just tough. I mean, there haven't been a lot of things to look forward to, and yes, it keeps the Kings losing, right, for their tank job, even though they were losing games anyway. But yeah, so reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks, Kyle. I got my calendar up. So that takes you to the...
long after the Allen Stiles Show is gone.
Oh, yeah, the Allen Stiles Show. Whitey and I will have been doing the show for a while at that point in time, and Kyle and his new situation would have been doing it for that point in time. That'll be revealed later this week.
4 weeks from Thursday is the trade deadline.
Yeah. Yeah, so 4 weeks from right now is February 3rd. All right, so that's Super Bowl week. Okay, so Super Bowl week, we should be out there, San Francisco, Santa Clara, wherever they got it set up. But
San Jose,
just somewhere out there. Just show the bridge. Just keep showing the bridges, okay, even though we're not close to them.
I joke, they probably will send you to like the San Jose Convention Center.
That would make more sense than San Francisco, technically. But yeah, so reevaluated a couple days before the trade deadline. What that means, I'm not quite sure as far as the moves that the Kings could make. Does give a little bit more time. And honestly, Nick, he can't play the 4. He can't.
But I guess Westbrook can.
Yeah, Westbrook back at the 4. I should say this. Maybe when Nick gets a little bit bigger, he'll be able to play the 4. I don't know if he's going to get any taller, but right now he does not look like somebody that can play the 4 to me. So that's going to be a struggle bus. And as we've talked about before, Keegan's not really a 4. So rough news there. If you're just now tuning in, Keegan, left ankle sprain, reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks. And yeah, the number one thing is feel bad for him. Obviously, he's not a kid, but, feel bad for the kid and his inability to just stay healthy this season. It's been rough. He was talking so much about being more aggressive this season, kind of showing who he is a little bit. No De'Aaron, no Harrison Barnes, an opportunity for him to kind of take that next step, and just been completely marred and derailed by injuries. And now the Kings, I don't know how that really affects what the Kings are going to do as far as the trade deadline is concerned, because it's not as if, now we can't trade so-and-so because he's got to fill in for Keegan. That doesn't matter to them. So my initial thought is that it doesn't change anything with the Sacramento Kings. All it does is just make the product harder for us to watch, even though it's already pretty hard for us to watch. So that's where it's at right now, and it kind of puts another pause on Keegan's growth as he is starting to embark on this new journey as a leader of the team, especially from an offensive standpoint. So it's just a bad season. And I saw Dave said, or somebody said, is this the worst season in Sacramento franchise history? I'm not going to pretend like I should be the one to speak on that. Somebody else, I think Dave threw out 2012. Some people did agree that it was the worst because this is a complete mess. And going back to the Doug Christie stuff as we had him on the hot seat yesterday, yeah, Kyle, I mean, this could be a mulligan. It could. I don't know that it should, right? And I think everybody can weigh in on it. But Doug Christie, if you do think about it like this, you're going to get on Doug Christie for not producing, right? How many other teams in the NBA will probably be able to say that they never got their full rotation healthy all season long?
Well,
and I don't expect you to know a team off the top of your head because my guess is that the answer is none.
Well, outside of Indiana.
Well, Indiana, but going in, not something that happened last season.
Yeah,
not the Celtics, not the Pacers.
They knew going in that they weren't going to have
and just everybody. A rotation of players, literally hot potato. You get Zach LaVine back, Domantas Sabonis goes out. Domantas Sabonis gets back, Keegan Murray goes out. Right? You just haven't had anybody besides DeMar and Russell Westbrook who will just play 40 minutes a night forever.
And Precious.
Forever. Just forever. Like Sandlot. Forever. That's it.
Yeah.
Besides that, nobody else can stay on the court.
DeMar DeRozan never, ever gets injured.
No. And besides that, I mean, he did have that a little bit last season where he had the back stuff for a little bit, but besides that, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, here, I'll pull up Keegan's career. 80 games played, 77 games played, 76 games played. This year, he's at 19. So this is the first season he's had any major injuries. He had only missed, if I'm doing math correctly, 13 games his first 3 seasons of his career.
Rough stuff. In a season where, I get it, there's Russ and there's DeMar, but this was supposed to be a season. This was his chucker. This was his chucker season.
Well, next year could be too.
Oh, next year, look, you could have multiple chucker seasons, but this was the first time we were going to get to see Keegan in a chucker situation. And, you know, a lot of people have had questions about his shooting. So much of that shooting is rhythm. And the reasons and or excuses in the past, and even this team wasn't completely built to give Keegan full runway and give him the keys. But in the past, there was De'Aaron, there was Sabonis, right? There were different guys, especially last season with DeMar DeRozan. Where does Keegan fit in? And that was one of the reasons his three-point shot. He was doing so much defensively. This season, still doing a lot defensively. Precious Achiuwa helping a little bit. But hey, Keegan, it's your world now. We're just living in it. And now he's been injured essentially, it feels like, on and off this whole season. So just can't catch a break. Can't catch a break. It's really hard to make these kind of strides in your game if you're not getting reps and try. And you could see it when Keegan was playing, trying out different things, right? Trying to expand. He was getting that little fadeaway, a midi. He had the fadeaway midi working. He was trying to do some things, and it's just rough. It's just rough timing. Because this was his first opportunity for it.
Chris Watkins also brought up something last week when we were filling in that I hadn't noticed, is that when he did play in those 19 beautiful games this year, he had the most miles traveled on defense of any player in the league this year. So in addition to all of the stuff he was trying out on the offensive end of the floor, they were working him on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, Chris said it's like playing tag, and I felt like that's a great analogy. It's like, oh, I'm here. Now I'm switching here. Now I'm going here. Like, he was just working so hard on defense that I'm sure that, like, last year we thought he was working hard on defense. This year, with this group, he's had to work super hard on defense while playing out of position. So that's probably part of the offensive woes, too. We'll never know how much, but yeah, you put it all together, and this isn't going to be his Trey Murphy season. Maybe next year's going to be his Trey Murphy season, where he just gets to chuck once potentially DeRozan is gone and they make a trade or two at the deadline.
Yeah, I'm just double checking here.
Clearing it out a little bit for him by the time he gets back, because as we said, we're 4 weeks away from the trade deadline, and if 3 to 4 weeks is the reevaluation period, the whatever we're calling it, interim beam team, maybe no more by the time Keegan comes back.
And, he's at 27% from three, which I know is not a true indication of him as a shooter. He's starting to pull down his career three-point percentage because of kind of being in and out here. And again, Kyle, this is the type of stuff we talk about. I know we always joke about Nick Clifford and the age, but Keegan's going to be, by the time the season starts next season, and he's not out for the season, don't get me wrong, but this is another month missed, so he's going to be back in February now. And Keegan's going to be 26 in August. Okay, by the time the next season comes around, Keegan will be 26. And we start creeping into that word prime and how close or how far somebody is from their prime. So that's a big deal. And yeah, all we got to do is hope that this is the last thing that Keegan has to deal with. So at least we can get into February, and at least from February through the end of the season, he can get some time there. That's really all that we can ask for.
And maybe, just maybe, he will get to play a single minute, a single second this year with Domantas Sabonis together, because they haven't played not once together yet this year.
Insane. Let's hear from Doug Christie. He gets asked about the offensive ratings and defensive ratings, and he gives his best answer as to why things are up and down. Don't move. More Allen Stiles coming up.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the